Do you know what scares me? It's not artificial intelligence. It's not robots. It's not even how fast the world is changing. It's this. We've never been more connected, yet people have never felt more alone. How is that possible? How do we have thousands of followers, but nobody to call when life falls apart? How do we spend all day connected, yet feel emotionally disconnected from ourselves? Look around. People don't even look at the sky anymore, right? They look down at screens, at notifications, at everybody else's life. We wake up and before our feet even touch the ground, the world already owns our attention. Scroll, compare, consume, and repeat every single day. Without realizing it, people stopped living their lives, right? And started watching everybody else live theirs. A little boy used to dream about becoming an artist. Now he dreams about going viral. A little girl used to play outside for hours, and now she stares at a screen, wondering why she's not pretty enough. A father sits at dinner table with his family while answering emails. A mother smiles and pictures while secretly breaking inside. And a whole generation walks around saying, "I'm fine," when they're emotionally exhausted. No, not from work. Exhausted from pretending to be okay, pretending to be happy, pretending to have it all together. Because somewhere along the way, the world taught people how to perform, but forgot to teach them how to heal. You know what's crazy? People can recognize a celebrity's face in 1 second, but can't recognize their own child is hurting. We know influencers better than our neighbors. We know algorithms better than ourselves. And maybe that's why people feel empty now. Because human beings were not created to consume endless noise. We were created to feel, to connect, to create, to live, to love. But the modern world profits from distracted people, right? Think about it. A distracted person never sits still enough to ask, am I actually happy? A distracted person never faces their pain. They just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Hope and entertainment can silence what their soul is trying to say. But pain ignored is pain multiplied. The distraction stops working. That's when people feel it. The emptiness, the deep feeling that something is missing. And no amount of likes or followers or money or validation can fill a spiritual void. I think a lot of people miss themselves. The version of themselves before anxiety consumed them, right? Before compassion stole their confidence, before life became one giant performance. Remember we used to sit outside and actually talk? Remember when boredom created imagination? Remember when moments were lived and instead of recorded or for strangers or whatever? Now people experience life through cameras. People go to concerts just to film them. Families go on vacation and spend more time posting memories than actually creating them. If we're not careful, we're gonna wake up one day realizing we watched our entire lives through a screen. And listen, I'm not saying technology is evil. Technology is a tool, but tools become dangerous when they start controlling the person holding them. And right now, a lot of people are losing control. Attention spans are shrinking, right? Patience is disappearing. Real connection is actually dying. And people are starving for something they can't even explain. peace, stillness, purpose. Because deep down, the human soul knows when it's being overfed with distractions and underfed in meaning. Maybe that's why you've been feeling disconnected lately. Maybe your soul is tired. Maybe you weren't created to move this fast. Maybe you weren't designed to compare your life to millions of other people every single day. Maybe the anxiety, the numbness, the exhaustion is your mind begging you to slow down, to breathe again, to connect again, to live again. Not online, not through filters, not through highlight reels, real life, real conversations, real laughter, real love, real purpose. Because one day, none of this stuff is going to matter. Not the followers, not the likes, not the views. What will matter is whether you were present in your life. Whether you loved deeply, whether you became who you were meant to become, whether you actually lived instead of endlessly consuming. Maybe tonight, put the phone down for a little while, right? Go outside, look at the sky, call somebody you love, sit with your thoughts, pray, breathe. Remember what it feels like to be human again. Because we've never been more connected, yet somehow more alone. And maybe the first step to healing is finally admitting it.